Well, what's going on, everybody? Today is a beautiful day to be out here working. I'm going to be throwing down pellet lime today. I'm going to be spreading it with my pull behind spreader here behind just the four-wheeler. Works out really well. I usually dump in 2 or 3 bags at a time, and then depending how heavy or how much lime I have to put down, how much I'll open up my gate. This food plot that's behind me is a clover plot, and it's a very small plot, but a lot of deer and turkey feed into it, and they'll go from the clover into the ag field when the ag field's planted. So I like to have a lush clover around the edge, and then they utilize it all year. Like right now, we're in the middle of turkey season. The turkeys are in it nonstop, and the deer love it too. And it's really great, and so it's pretty easy to maintain. So I got all of the soil tests back, which I sent off a few months ago, and told me my pH is 6.3 at this particular spot. So I'm going to be putting down only a couple of bags. I followed my soil sample, and they told me exactly how much lime that I need for this size plot. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Today I'm going to be spreading 5 bags of pellet lime that I actually bought. They're left over from last year. They are, I got them from Home Depot. They had a pretty good sale going at the time. You know, the price of everything is going up, and unfortunately, just nothing's getting cheaper. The cheapest lime you can get is like, obviously ag lime, but that does not spread good at all in one of these pull behind spreaders. It's pulverized, so as you are going down the field, your little pull behind spreaders doing this number, and that's actually packing that pulverized lime. I made the mistake one year. I bought all of my lime in that pulverized lime, and we had to try to spread it with this, and it was horrible because it doesn't want to come out once it packs in there. It doesn't want to fall through the sifter even with it wide open. So if you're gonna use pulverized lime, it's a lot cheaper, but you're gonna need an actual ag lime spreader. Or if it's a real small food plot, you could maybe just kind of, if you have enough bags, because surely if it's really small, depending where it's at, maybe your pH is really low, it's going to take a lot, then you can just basically broadcast it on the ground. But I'm telling you, too big of a plot, and you're not going to want to do that. So I'm using the pellet lime, and what I have found is the pellet lime, you know, you get about a year out of it, because this is my 3rd year in a row of soil testing, putting down the recommended amount of lime, and every single year my pH comes right back to where it is, and it's kind of like a yearly fix, a yearly boost for my clover. Now that said, this is the 3rd year that this clover has been booming, and I'll bring you back there in just a minute and show you how good the clover looks. You will notice I got some weeds, and I'm going to be getting into that here in just a couple of weeks to come. It is turkey season, so I don't want to spend a lot of time out here today, but this work gets done in the spring for me. The best time to lime was yesterday, and today is the day I have time to lime. So we're gonna get the lime down so this plot is 100% ready, and the pH can start rising come this fall, and obviously all summer. But lime takes time to break down. Pellet lime breaks down a lot faster than ag lime. The ag lime that you can put down, a lot of times I like to disc whatever lime I'm putting down. I like to disc it in my field to help get it into the dirt. I will say, especially with these clover plots, I don't want to do that to my clover root system, so obviously I just broadcast the lime on top and I let it work its way down into the soil, and it's been doing just fine doing that. So that's kind of what my plan is today. My clover is going to be ran over by this four-wheeler, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then more rain coming this week. You give it 2 or 3 days, everything you see matted down in a clover stand will come right back up. It's very resilient, very sturdy, and should just get thicker as the pH goes up. It gives the clover a better chance of survival, and that clover likes that pH that's closer to 7.0, and again, mine's 6.3, so this should help raise this pH up. So without going into too much more detail, I'll take a second here and I will show you my soil test and kind of show you my numbers and the math and how I come up with the amount of lime that I'm going to use. And from what I've found for the past 3 years, I'll expect my pH to be somewhere around 6.3 again next year, because it seems like I get right about 1 year out of this pellet lime. So let's get to spreading. I'll kind of take you through it. Here is my little clover plot. As you can see, got the ag field. I had this in about 1 acre of corn right here in this corner. And on the outside edges, I have big, lush, white clover. And just to kind of size reference this, I mean this is just the top part here, but there's the clover leaf in my hand. So I mean, it's big. It's a beautiful lush plot of clover. You can see some weeds and grasses in here, and again, that's going to be addressed here in a few weeks, but not today. Today we're working on raising the pH, and so I'm going to get my lime, probably 2 or 3 bags in the spreader at a time, and then I'll just start riding and get ready to spread some lime. Ain't much to it. Buying bulk pellet lime, sometimes you get these clumps in the bag. You may as well just take them and throw them into your plot, because they ain't gonna make it through the spreader, and they're still lime, so they'll break down. Okay, we're all limed up. We're just gonna pull up over here in front, the plot starts, and start driving. I'll scoop out, toss into the plot. They won't make it through the sifting screen, but a little screen in the bottom of this works really good for keeping the clumps from getting in the little door that allows you to open and close. That's really all that's to spreading lime on a plot. It is very important though. You'll get a much better palatable plant with a good pH level. So if you're questioning, is it really worth it? I can strongly stand behind and say yes, these plants, the animals, turkey, deer, other critters love these plots, and they're using them all of the time. I'm seeing them on my cell cameras, my normal cameras, always seeing wildlife. So the palatability of plants does matter, and it does make a difference. So I would strongly encourage liming your plots, following your soil tests. It's part of the process. It's a good reason to be outdoors and just to watch creation do its thing. And you see these tracks that I ran through my clover. It's like, oh no, my clover, I ruined it. I'm telling you, in 2 days, that clover is going to be stood right back up, especially tomorrow. It's supposed to rain. I wanted to get this down before it, and come probably Tuesday, that clover is going to stand right back up just as tall as everything else next to it. So if you're worried about hurting it, don't worry. You're not going to hurt it. You're only going to help it. So take the time, lime your plots of what the soil test calls for. Do it, because it's worth it in the end. So if you had any questions about spreading lime, there's not much to it. The best time to do it is yesterday. So good luck to everybody, and tune back in a couple of weeks and you'll catch the video on spraying clover. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.